Hi guys, welcome back to Codemaster Coach, your medical coding tutor. Guys, this weekend I was just thinking about a video idea that's been on my mind, but I think I need more involvement from my subscribers than anything. The thought crossed my mind this weekend stating that I'm certified, now what? A lot of us don't realize we are at probably our strongest in medical coding right after we pass our certification exam. And I know you're saying, how are we our strongest right after we pass our exam? Because think about it. In school, in class, while you were studying, whatever avenue you used to prepare for your certification, you had to study all of the ICD-10-CM coding guidelines. You had to study CPT, all 6 sections, including the appendices at the back. You had to study HCPCS coding, the entire book, including the modifiers, so you were familiar with it all. Once you get to your first job or your first coding job, think about it. If it's in a physician's office, you're primarily coding from the E&M section of CPT. Of course, you will be using the ICD-10 for the diagnoses, but for evaluation and management in the physician's office, you'll just be using the E&M along with ICD-10. So you're not using all sections of each of the classifications like you did in school. As a medical coding program, I have to prepare you for all sections of ICD-10-CM, CPT, and HCPCS. When you get out and start working, you won't be working through them all. So think about it. If you're your strongest right after you pass your certification exam, why is it so hard to find a job? Most employers will ask for experience. And that's good if it's experience in anesthesia coding, because in anesthesia coding, you're just using the anesthesia section of the CPT book along with the crosswalk for time and the amount of anesthesia served. You're not using the rest of the CPT book. Same thing with path and lab. If you're a pathology and lab coder, you're using the number 8 section of the CPT book for path and lab. You don't use E&M. You won't be using any of the surgeries or the anesthesia, radiology, or medicine. So if you're your strongest right after passing your certification exam, I go back to, again, why is it so hard to find employment? My recommendation to my graduates of my program is tell the employer to test you. Allow you to test for any new job. But then how do you stay current? What do? You've passed your exam, now what? I always tell my students, put your books down for a week or two. Give yourself a breather because you've been at it. If you've been in my program, you've been at it for almost 8 months to a year in those books. Give it a rest and then set up a game plan for you to stay in your book studying. Very similar to what you did when you were studying for your exam, just so you can stay current, because you don't know yet what specialty coding, if specialty coding is what you're going to go into, or hospital or physician office or whatever setting that you're going to end up in. So you've got to stay prepared. So my question to you is, how do you stay current? I find myself constantly staying on the AAPC website, the AHIMA website, and the CMS.gov website. I'm always researching, looking. Social determinants of health are making a big spill right now, where we're having to study and really understand social determinants of health. What other areas are you studying right now? Let's build a camaraderie with my subscribers, and let's just say, look, let's get into studying. Let's stay in our books. Yes, we're certified, but we got to stay in these books. And anyone studying to take their exam, guys, don't forget, next Tuesday, October 10th, I'll be starting a new CPC prep course. Again, this course is 12 weeks long. We will be meeting every week. We will be mock testing so that you'll be prepared with taking your taking your actual CPC exam. And in that whole 12 weeks, I keep you in your ICD-10 CM book, your CPT book, and your HCPCS book. And we do cover medical terminology, which are all of the domains of the CPC exam. Okay, guys? All right, so I'm also offering a medical coding level 1 class, which is my foundational course. I'm building that course now. I've started a small group in August, and I want to start this group now and join the 2 in January with medical coding level 2. So if you're interested in a medical coding program, email me at codemastercoach@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one.